Hello, this is Adrian from my channel Random Drop, and I wanted to talk about Delubrum Reginae, the new 24-man raid in Final Fantasy XIV. I have gotten to run it twice now, and I kind of just wanted to talk about it. Delubrum is very much it's just like everything else we've done, right? It is like Ivalice and just like Crystal Tower. There's not much stuff different in terms of structure for normal mode, other than, hey, you can queue up as any role, right? There's no role restrictions on it, and your parties can fill up with like 20 red mages if you want, really, and then you can just balance things out by using the lost actions. One thing people really need to learn is to use their lost actions. There's a lot of people that go in and don't use a single fucking potion, and you're just making the run way harder on you and everyone else. Those powers are there for a reason. Please use them, even if it's as simple as using the tank one, right? And I understand people, it's just like the elixir problem in turn-based RPGs. Well, what if I use it now and I need it later? Just use it now. Just use those cooldowns now. Blow up that boss, do crazy damage, do some wild shit with those abilities, and just nuke those bosses down. But yeah, I've done that dungeon 2 times now. The first time I didn't have a healer in my group. I think one of the red mages ended up just being the healer. I think they just grabbed Cure 4 and the healing potion and was just doing our healing, which it was okay. Like it turned out pretty alright overall. Really the issue with the run itself was because it was on the first day. First day, people are learning many new mechanics, and it's a different type of content in terms of, hey, how the parties are structured and all that. So the bosses we ended up dying to, right, and just kind of res training on them. I lost a lot of metal doing it, and people can get frustrated while losing all that metal, but really it's not needed. You only need 1700 or 700,000 metal if you want to do the savage mode, which I guess you could just build up to first, really, if you are worried about that. But metal's easy to grind, it's not a huge deal. But yeah, in terms of the boss fights and what's in there, it's a bunch of weird, wacky new mechanics that we've never seen before, but it's all doable, right? It doesn't really ask much new of you. It's just, hey, the roles are a bit switched up. You can go in there as a Dragoon tank if you really fucking wanted to, or you can crank some stupid damage as a white mage using the damage potions and all that, and just kind of have a fun time with it, right? The overall content is constructed very similarly, and yeah, there's not much new there. The boss fights are all really fun, really interesting. They're not too hard once you actually finally learn their gimmicks, and they're not an issue. You shouldn't be dying very much in there. It's a very simple place to run through. And yeah, like I had a great time just running it. The final boss's music is a fucking banger. It's incredible. Oh my god. The overall boss's story I've been really enjoying. Can't wait to see what comes next. And yeah, it's really cool overall. You do have to do it in order to take the next step in your ultimate weapon, which some people don't like. Some people are still stuck at Castrum, and that sucks. Hopefully there's some patches or some things that will make people want to run Castrum. The rewards for Delubrum are kind of, I guess it's just a bit random, right? I've just been getting silver coins, which you can build up for a gold coin, and a chest piece of armor, right? Just like the Eureka armor is 3 gold coins. There's a weekly quest that gives you 3 gold coins, so you can get a piece a week if you really just want to do it that way, which is awesome. But yeah, like, did I mention, like, that armor's the judge sets from Final Fantasy XII. That's fucking incredible. Those armors look so fucking cool. I am so glad they're in this game. I've been wanting judge armor for a very long time. I think I grabbed the Black Mage chest piece, the first thing I grabbed, because it just, oh my god, that look is just so cool. And that armor can be upgraded using pieces you get from the Savage and previous upgrades from previous bosses and stuff. Some of that stuff, it makes it dyeable, right, which is cool. But some of those grinds seem kind of fucking ridiculous, and I really don't know what they're trying to get at. I don't know if like some of this stuff is just supposed to drop in Castrum and at Delubrum, or maybe the next year that's coming up soon to make it easier, and maybe that's the case. But yeah, just kind of upgrading that armor to the full set is a huge ask, and it's kind of nuts. Yeah, I hope that's something that gets looked at eventually, but fuck it, like, hey, we got judge armor. It's really cool. I'm really glad they added this raid, I guess, and he kind of just did some wacky shit with it, which is really fun. There's a death penalty, you lose metal, but yeah, it's not asking much of you. It really it all comes down to where the exciting part is the savage version of this, which I've been watching prog on this thing, and man, there's some just wacky bullshit in all of it, like certain secret abilities proccing if you're using a potion, and it makes you able to actually res, because the dungeon has a res penalty. You can't res in it with normal means, but there are kind of secrets hidden into it that people have found out, that there's certain abilities that, like, hey, use this and it gives everyone bravery, and use this and this, and it makes so that your arise has a chance of reviving someone, and it's not super low, it's kind of like 20% or something, and it just makes it so much more, it very much gives me the old Molten Core vibes of, hey, here's a massive amount of people. When you really break down the fights, they're not too hard, right? They don't have tons and tons of mechanics. They're maybe like on the extreme level, if anything, but trying to navigate 48 people through that shit and having no mistakes, because death is a huge penalty, sets the stakes. And it's really cool to see these groups get better and just better and better and better every run they go through, as they try to figure out everything in this dungeon, every little secret to like give them an advantage, and try to just mold this thing into working for them. And it's really cool. Again, it gives me old fucking Blackwing Lair Molten Core vibes, definitely. It does suck that you have to re-clear every time you wipe, but yeah, I don't know how they would go about it because of how Final Fantasy XIV's instant system works. But this actually feels like the first big raid in the game, that you can actually call like, hey, it's a raid. It's like a place you're going through. There's a 1v1 fight, there's an extra boss, and yeah, just a bunch of crazy bullshit. No one's actually cleared world first yet or fought the queen yet. People beat the third boss and found out there's another extra trash boss that no one has seen, and people don't know its mechanics at all, so they're just banging their heads against it right now, as of right now, trying to figure it out. And then eventually we believe either we're gonna fight the queen, or as savages are known for the phase changes, maybe there's be a whole different boss at the end. It's very exciting stuff. So I think overall, as like, hey, this new weird piece of content as the new Baldessian arsenal, I think this is really cool. It's a lot easier to get into than Baldessian, but it's a lot fucking harder from what it seems. So we'll see. It's only, what, day 2, but these people have been fucking putting in some hours to get this shit done. But once more information is like centralized, it'll probably get easier for other groups. It'll still be a challenge to do. It'll still be an achievement when you do it. But yeah, right now, I imagine a lot of people are watching being like, I'm never gonna get to do this. I'm never gonna see this shit. Are you kidding me? 48 people? Thankfully there's Discords now and things like that could set it up, but hey, at least I have a chance of doing this compared to Baldessian Arsenal, which I couldn't get my friends all the way through Eureka, so they never had a chance of seeing it. So whatever. So from Castrum, Lacastilator to Delubrum, I like this new stuff they're doing, and I hope they keep on trying new shit. It's great that there's this like a whole free company, a big free company could run Delubrum Reginae and try to clear, right? And that's their goal for the patch. And it's cool that hardcore raiders have something new and different to try out and do. I hope next expansion there's just some more content for people who are in groups of 4, because again, small dungeons are really boring. Overall, I just really like the idea and what's going on. The rewards could be a little bit better and less random, but I do enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it way more than fucking most of the 24-mans in the game. And yeah, it gets 2 thumbs up for me. Delubrum is a really cool and neat thing. There's some issues with still some bosses and stuff and things on the side itself, right? But as them promising a new 24-man or a new raid type, a new thing that's connected to Bozja, it's really neat. Man, it's something definitely to see. Yeah, and I'm gonna get all my judge armor. I'm gonna get every single fucking piece. Oh my god, I can't wait. And then people in the future will want to run it still, because they're gonna want that judge armor. It's the only place you can get it. Of course you're gonna come back and get that shit. Are you kidding me? There's other things that I could go into in terms of like issues with like the coins and the previous and Lacastilator and things like that. But in terms of just straight up Delubrum, it's a really cool thing. Maybe watch a video before going into it. Make sure you use potions and try to crank out that damage and carry your team to victory, because man, there's some fucking lazy people out there, and it would be, those runs would go a lot faster if you just drink those damn potions and do some damage. But let me know what you think of it and what you think of Bozja in general. As someone who kind of liked Eureka overall, I thought it was okay. It had fucking crazy issues, but as something new, I like, hey, like Bozja's so much better. It's night and day. It is the refinement of what they were doing before. Now they kind of just need to work on like the reward stuff, and that's what I think. But let me know what you think, and what are you doing in Final Fantasy 14? I still need to jump into Blue Mage and get all the way in there. Oh man, there's like the Blue Mage raids now too, to do all the new tiers and then get best in slot for it. There's a lot to go. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do in this game. And yeah, and Friday is the big freaking day. The new announcements to everything. I'm planning just to sit my ass there with a giant pizza and just watch me some Yoshi P talk. And that's all I'm gonna do. I am so goddamn excited. But yeah, again, I stream on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/rando_0268. It's been a lot of Call of Duty lately in terms of what I've been streaming, but on the off time while I'm working and things like that, I play a lot of 14. And yeah, just getting more and more through that content, excited to see more and more of it. And currently, I'm still playing WoW. I've kind of taken a break this week. It's just not grabbing me, and I feel like that's true to a lot of people. They're kind of just done with this renowned shit. But that's another video. That's for World of Warcraft. This is Final Fantasy 14. I'm still enjoying this game greatly. Goddamn it, this game is so good. I can't wait for the next part. Till then, my name is Adrian, and I'll see you next time.